The brand new Nintendo Switch software update just dropped today. And I figured we could take a look at what's new in this update, because apparently it's a pretty big update, this new Switch update. Like, I mean, even from the home screen, you can see some differences. Josh says you're enjoying Oblivion. They did well with it. Nice. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Oblivion, but I'm glad people are enjoying it. It's very good. Yeah, I downloaded the software update. As you can see, there's some new icons here on the bottom. But first, I wanted to open Mario Kart, because that's usually how I get my background music for the stream. But watch when I try to open Mario Kart, guys. Wait for it. There. New screen. New screen. So it says, to play this game, you'll first need to load the virtual game card on this system. So this is their whole like virtual game card thing, which from what I don't like, as much as I like claim to be like the Nintendo fanboy, like I don't even really fully understand the virtual game card thing. It seems like it's a way to sort of, you can use a digital game, you can use a single digital game on one of your systems at a time. So like you can just kind of like transfer the game between systems, I believe. Actually, what happens if we press this, about virtual game cards? Some digital software and downloadable content will include a virtual game card when purchased. Once loaded, the game icon will be added to the home menu, and you'll be able to play that game. To see your virtual game cards, open the home menu and then select virtual game cards. Okay. Also, hopefully you guys find this interesting, because this is what you get when you follow my channel. This is what you get when you watch my videos, this is what you get when you're a Chase Yama fan. We go through all of the little operating system stuff. Whose virtual game cards do you want to load? Chase's virtual game cards. Sure. So, in addition to this system, another Nintendo Switch has been registered as one of your primary systems. Please update that system first. System unavailable. Okay, I also want to be careful because I'm scared it's gonna like dox my information. You'll be able to continue using this system. However, any downloadable software or DLC you have purchased will be temporarily unavailable for use on other systems. Sure. Let's try that, I guess. Ooh, here we go. Loading the virtual game card. Wow. So now we should have all of my digital games playable on this Switch. So the other Switch that it's talking about, my primary, quote-unquote primary Switch, is my Switch Lite, because I have that set to my primary Switch. Okay, so now we can just open up, like, this is my digital copy of Mario Kart, and then I imagine if we go into all software, I probably have, I think Mario Jamboree I have digital as well. If we go into Mario Jamboree, load my game cards, and then it just puts in the game. Okay, interesting. So yeah, this is a way where it's like, I think you can even do this with like family systems, but it's a way to like, I guess kind of like use your digital games across multiple Nintendo Switch systems. So I guess that's interesting. So that's the game card, the virtual game cards. We can also check out these new icons here on the bottom. I don't know if they changed anything about like the Switch Online app. I guess we can check. Maybe it finally runs like decently. I don't know, we'll see. Nope, it still kind of runs like poo-poo. I don't know. It's running a little bit better than I think I'm used to, but I don't know if I'm just seeing that. Gotta check out our My Nintendo Platinum coins, or points. Okay, so that's that. And then look, they changed the news icon. The news icon used to be red. Wait, actually, yeah, they changed the color of the news icon from red to green. The eShop they changed from like, I think this used to be yellow to red. And I think that's it. Album, I think, was always blue. So news. Okay, the actual thing is... Oh wait, here, they have a whole thing about this update. New system update available. Hello, you wonderful readers. And then apparently, so this was a character from the 3DS, apparently. I don't know how to pronounce it. Amelia N. Which I imagine is probably like a pun, but I can't... Amelia N. Amelian. I don't know. Is it a million? A million? Eventually you learn to time the lag on the eShop, yeah. Eventually it's just like, it just becomes normal with the lag on the eShop. Like it's just, we're all used to how just laggy the eShop is at this point. Okay, so yeah, version 20. So virtual game cards and game share. Game share is a new feature that you'll be able to use soon-ish after Nintendo Switch 2 launches. You can play a compatible game with someone who has a Nintendo Switch 2 system, even if you don't have the game. These games can be shared to your system from a nearby Nintendo Switch 2 system. A couple of options and system settings are getting a makeover. With transfer your save data, you can now send multiple save data files in a single batch. That's nice. You'll now be able to perform a system transfer to Switch 2. Nice, that's good. So there's a new system transfer for whenever the Switch 2 comes out, and then you can just transfer all your data from your Switch 1. Okay. Other small additions and adjustments to improve the user experience. Hooray for small additions and adjustments. Okay. So yeah, it's a pretty, like, I guess kind of big update, but it's also like, it's not like anything. It's not like it adds themes. It's not like, it's a big update, but it's not like we're getting themes. So game share, if we open this now, Nintendo Switch 2 users can use game share and you can play together. Nearby Nintendo Switch 2 users can share compatible software, and you can play together using game share. Have the person with the compatible software do the following on their Nintendo Switch 2, go to home screen and start a game share session from within the game. Okay, so yeah, this is like a whole thing. The Nintendo Switch 2 basically has like DS, do you guys remember Nintendo DS download play, where it's like only one person needed a copy of the game? So yeah, now they're doing it on Switch 2. Cool. And you can actually join on a Switch 1, which is actually kind of crazy. It's just like, yeah, one person needs the Switch 2, and then you can have a bunch of people just on like the Switch 1, and you can play. I think you can only do Switch 1. So if it's a Switch 2 and other people have Switch 1, I would guess that it's only Switch 1 games. Like you can't play, you know, Mario Kart World with someone who has a Switch 1. So if you have someone with a Switch 2 and you want to play, like, I don't know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, then you could maybe use game share. I don't know. I don't know which games are compatible yet. Virtual game cards. What's in here? You can see your virtual game cards on this screen. Purchase downloadable games will appear here. Oh, are these my games that I have? I actually didn't. I thought they were just putting up random games. Oh yeah, I have these games. Select virtual game cards to load on the system. Once loaded, the game's icon will be added to the home menu and you'll be able to play it. Okay. So here are all my virtual game cards. Wow. I think it's kind of cute. Like, I like that I like how they designed these virtual game cards to look like the actual Switch, the physical cards. I think that's kind of cute. But yeah, look at all these games that I still have to play. Oh, and if it's sidewards, that means DLC. Interesting. Wait, does it? Yeah, I think that's what it means. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I saw that, yeah, the eShop. So the eShop is now red, which I don't know if it's gonna take some time to get used to, because whenever I see a red eShop, like it makes me think of, do you guys remember for Mario's 35th anniversary, they changed the eShop to red? I'm so used to the eShop being like that orange yellow color. I think it was orange, more of an orange. And yeah, it still runs like poo-poo, unfortunately. Still runs like garbage, so we're just gonna get out of there. Yeah, and then I also saw, wait, I don't want to dox anybody. I also saw that they actually changed a few of they changed some of the icons. So yeah, Mario has a new look to him. Luigi, Peach, Yoshi. The like main one who's super duper different is Donkey Kong. So they use like the new like Donkey Kong Bonanza / like the Mario movie looking Donkey Kong instead of like the classic Donkey Kong. So that's crazy. That's crazy that they're like fully switching to the new style Donkey Kong. And then what else? Yeah, I saw there's like a bunch of pictures on like Twitter and whatever of like people comparing the icons. I think they changed like the items here. Like the mushroom looks a bit more like shadowy. The Dookie shop. That's good. That's a good one. That's totally what it is. It's the Dookie shop. Oh my gosh. Too bad it doesn't run better. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We can check out album. Anything change here? I don't think so. Look at all these victory royales I've gotten in Fortnite as James Hetfield from Metallica. I played Everlong. I got 99% Everlong on expert. Let's go. I just take pictures. I take pictures of whenever I get dubs in Fortnite. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, so nothing's new with the album. So yeah, that's the new Nintendo Switch software update. They're basically like preparing for Switch 2, it seems like, so exciting times ahead. And that's the end of the VOD. Yeah, super interesting. Yeah, they're basically just preparing for Switch 2. So we have like all of the game share, the virtual game card stuff. Very exciting. Exciting things are happening.